At some point, I realized I didn't really need more trades, just better ones. So instead of entering here and here, I started waiting for this one clean trade. In this video, I'll show you how to start taking the setups that matter. We're on NAS 100 and it's around opening bell. One of the first things that we want to do is check the news. So we're going to check Forex Factory to make sure that there's no red folder news during our trading window. And if there is, we'll set an alert so we can exit the trade before the news occurs. We'll zoom out and take a look at the 5 minute to see what price is doing. Looks like overnight we broke a level to the downside. So we'll keep this in mind as we watch price action. And this is where most of the work happens, not in the entry, but in the waiting, because price will move. It'll look like an opportunity, but if our setup isn't there yet, then we have to wait. So overtrading comes from reacting to movement instead of waiting for structure. Price moves and we enter, it pulls back and we exit and moves again and we enter again. And before you know it, we've taken a lot of trades on the same move. So it's much better to wait for our specific setup, and that's what consistent traders do. We don't need more trades, we need better selection. And if the conditions aren't there, then we're not going to be in that trade. That trade wasn't for us. And that's what helps to create clarity. So for me, that means I have to wait for the break of a level, a return to that level, and then a confirmation, either a 3-bar reversal or an engulfing candle. Okay, so as we're watching and waiting, we notice that price is starting to break a level. All right, so we'll go ahead and get our tool so that we can mark the level. We'll go ahead and mark our 5-minute supply while price is coming back, we hope. Then we'll go ahead and start to write our confluences down. And these are the reasons as to why we think price is going to continue to the downside. So we have a strong push down at open. We have we're breaking a level of support. And we know that price is trading below the EMAs. All right, and so these are all reasons as to why we think price is going to continue to the downside. And we also know that there is some liquidity below. When we zoomed out earlier, we saw that there were lots of opportunities for price to capture liquidity. All right, so those are all reasons that we think price is going to continue downward. And one of the things I've noticed over my years of trading is that sometimes NAS follows SPY. It doesn't always, but SPY is sometimes also a good indicator of price action. So I like to go out and see what SPY is doing sometimes. Looks like there is a little gap to fill. So this could indicate that NAS might be going down as well. And then we'll go ahead and start to draw the path of price action because as we can see, price has come back up into the zone. So we do have a push up into the supply area, just a tap. And if we switch over and take a look at our 2-minute time frame, we can see the tap into the zone and the engulfing candle more clearly. So it's a good idea to take a look at your 2-minute or your 3-minute time frame as well. And now we know it's time to enter the trade. Okay, and in this trade, I move my stop loss down as soon as I think that price is leaving the zone. But the momentum isn't quite there yet, but I can see it's continuing, so we enter again, and we can see that push. So we'll wait for a clear shift in momentum to the downside before moving the stop loss this time. Moving it now would be a good time? Okay. If this helped you to see your entries more clearly and you want to keep building consistency in your trading, consider subscribing. I share simple, structured setups like this each week. Trade mindfully.